into the LabVIEW since last 2 years of using the Python node in LabVIEW. So now today we are going to study about how to leverage the power of Python in LabVIEW. Okay, so this is a bit about myself. I'm co-founder and director at Exilic Tech Solutions. I'm also a certified developer. What I do is I help R&D and manufacturing companies to increase their production, which means revenue, improve quality, and enabling IIoT solutions. That is interconnected machines. So this is a bit about myself. Okay, so today we are going to know about LabVIEW and Python and whether LabVIEW and Python are actually friends or foes. As you can see, this is a bit example of friends if they are friends or foes, like here. Okay, so as I'm hoping that I'm assuming that everyone knows about Python. So Python was built to be, generic programming language, and it's been lot of years, and it's I think the most highly programming language used all around the world. But LabVIEW was built specifically for engineering applications where testing, measurement, or controlling of the instruments or the some kind of hardware is required. So here LabVIEW is basically for the engineering purpose needs with simplified hardware integrations and with more focus on user interfaces or user customization. Whereas Python is, very old programming language, and it's been used with lot of peoples and has a very vast, array of libraries or open source, community. Uh, Okay, so this is a bit about Python and LabVIEW. As you already aware of that Python has a very wide community all around the globe. Okay, so it's basically why only Python is, integrated with LabVIEW. Why not other language such as Ruby or any other programming language? So it's basically easy to learn. Python is very easy. It has cross-platform compatibility. Like Python can not only run on Windows, but it can also run on Linux and Mac machines as well. So every part of OS users, every OS users can use Python and leverage the functionality. Okay, and third strong reason is that strong community backing. Just like National Instruments and LabVIEW has a very wide ecosystem. Similarly, Python is also is having a very wide ecosystem online. Okay, plus there are more reasons that it is a very high level language. It is used for engineering and scientific analysis, aerospace, automotive, and another domains. And the very best point that I consider in my opinion is that it open source packages that is available in Python. So we can use open source packages and extend our functionality. Just like in the previous presentations, Hemant has said कि if there is something that has already been made, why are you making this from scratch? So using these packages, we can, extend our functionality, and within a very short duration of time you can get your code up and running. Boom. Okay, so this is a bit, about why should LabVIEW users learn more about Python and vice versa. I'm not going deep into this. I'll post my presentation into the community so that everyone can, go through go through these texts. So there are basically two ways, to integrate Python into our LabVIEW applications. One is that inbuilt Python node, which is available from LabVIEW 2018 or higher versions. Second thing was on-thought Python integration toolkit, which is available for, I think, most of the LabVIEW versions. Okay, so, but in this presentation, I'm going to tell you about how to, how to use Python code using this Python node. Okay, so this is a bit about background about this Python node. Okay, so only these four types of data types are supported in this Python node. Here you can see in the input parameter, it is only numeric. It can be I32 or DBL. Uh, and then next is arrays of integers or numerics or integers, strings or booleans. Sorry, not booleans, strings or numerics. Then there are strings. Then there are clusters. Okay, so what this node does is it automatically converts strings and integers into the corresponding data types which is being used in Python, so that you don't have to define anything else. So just like for example, arrays are automatically converts to list, clusters are automatically converts to tuples, as well as for the sorry, I think there is some disturbance. Okay. Similarly, the data type of the integers, like it is I32 or DBL to DBL to float or I32. So this is. So let me go through a very simple demo of simple computation. Give me a second. Okay. This one is this. So this is one of the examples which is pre-shipped inbuilt example from LabVIEW that I'm going to show. So this is a very simple example of how to use Python node. So as here you can see, okay. So here you can see, so I'll open the context help. So this is my open Python session or Python node and close Python session. So to use this, you have to go to connectivity and then Python, and then here you go Python. Okay, so you have to open the Python session first. You have to specify the Python version. Then this Python node is there, and this close Python session. So in this you have specifying the Python version. So here, if I go over here, so you have to provide the path of your script. Then you have to provide the data type of the return output, what you want from the script. Then you have to enter the input as well. Like here I've provided A and B. Okay, so if I run this code, let me run this continuously. So here it is showing this error. This is a very common error because I have not changed my Python version yet. I'm using Python 3.8, so I have to use 3.8. This error will go away, and then I can add my two integers just like this. So there is a very minor delay, or you can say no delay. It's very real time. Okay, depends on the complexity of your Python script. Okay, so this is a very basic example. I'll show you how to do it in array. Okay, let me show you the script as well. One second. Let me explore this and let me open it with my text editor. Okay, so here this is a very simple Python script. I'm importing the math module, math library, and then this is the function def add b. A and b are my inputs, return a plus b. So as you can see over here as well, so A and B are my inputs, which I'm mentioning over here. The add is my function. Here this is add as well, and I'm returning output as A plus B. So here, let me show you the example of array as well. Okay, so what this example does is it is just inserting one element into the array at the end. Okay, so similar, array is my input parameter, new element is my another, the element which I have to add, and let's change the Python version 3.8 and then run. So I get 1 2 3 4 is my new element. This is 4. Simply you can see over here append to list. This is my function name. You can see over here append to list. Then this is my array new element, and then I'm adding this new element into the same array. So here I don't have to provide the return type. I'm just taking out the same array as an output. Okay, so these are some very basic examples of how to integrate Python with LabVIEW. You can play around with clusters as well. There is one example of cluster. You just check it out. Okay, so this is a very basic example. Okay, let me show you another example of image processing. I'm using this Python node for image processing only. Okay, 1 second. Demo. Processing. Script as well. Okay, got hang. Semantics. Okay. So this is one of the project that my company has delivered recently. So what we are doing is that if I am running this code, okay, let me check. This is my image. This is my template image. Okay, if I run this, you can see this is my overall image and this is my template image. So as you can see, it is matching that this template is file path from here, image main template. Then I'm doing this basic code for the template matching over here, threshold 0.90, this, and I'm returning the REQ list, which is nothing but the ROI of my detected part. So here also, here as well, I'm taking out the ROI, computing over here, and I'm creating a ROI. So over here, you can see if I running it this, if I change my template to this, and if I run this, so I think there is some accuracy issue. Let's change the image. Run this. So here it is showing that this template is present over here. Right now I'm just checking only one part. Otherwise, this should be there as well. So this is also you can do how to use OpenCV with LabVIEW. This is a very basic, and it took me only half an hour to do this. Okay, so I think this is from my side as far as for demo image processing. So these are some references